Alright, this is the 80 kilogram power twister update. The 80 kilogram one is 176 pounds. It's the hardest one out there as far as from the supply that I get it from. When I first received it, it was very difficult to do, and I was doing it for several days in a row, and it caused a lot of pain. I mean, a lot of pain. A lot of pain on my bicep, on my elbows, on my forearms, on my wrists. It's just a lot of pain all over there, and the pain would not be comfortable. It'd take like hours for it to wear off. And I had a lot of my students try it out, and it caused a lot of injuries for some of my students. Shoulder injuries and elbow injuries. Probably at least 5 people got injured from this. The 80 kilogram power twister is it could be a dangerous tool. A dangerous piece of equipment. It's almost like maxing out on the bench press or in the squats. A lot of times it's too much for people to handle. Their bodies are not used to it. And I was debating whether or not to still implement that training tool into what we do, because in a way it was kind of it wasn't I felt that it potentially was not leading towards health, because it was causing injuries, but I felt at the same time that anything new that your body goes through, that normally is the normal response. Like, it's uncomfortable. It's something where you need to slowly build up to. And I felt that it was in a representation of like how sparring is. Like, you're gonna go through bumps and bruises, and you're gonna go through soreness, you're gonna get bruised. But through time, your body's gonna get used to it, and then you're gonna be able to be more resilient. Same thing with training with the wooden dummy. You're gonna get bumps and bruises in your arms, but eventually the pain goes away. Same thing with training your fists. Your fist's gonna hurt a little bit at first, but then you're gonna break through that pain, and then your fists will be truly turned into weapons in your arms. And when it comes to sparring, you're gonna be proficient in combat. You're no longer gonna feel as much pain, because you're just gonna be more proficient at what you do. And I felt that the power twister kind of represents that. Like every time you do the power twister and you max out, it's almost like engaging in a sparring match, and your body goes through some wear and tear. But ever since my body was getting worn down from that power twister, I started to take time off, in at least a week in between before maxing out on the reps. And after taking some time off, the last time that I used it, I still felt some pain, but it wasn't as bad as before, because I did take some time to rest. And then a week later, which was today, I did it again, and I did it the most times that I ever done it. This time I did it 21 times, and I was surprised, but afterwards my body felt okay. I didn't feel the pain that I normally felt. So I see that my body's starting to adapt to it and starting to adjust to it. And it's a great thing, to be able to train in something and not like let it overcome you, but just basically slowly building upon it to better yourself in it and not giving up. I think that's very important for the martial arts. And but just watching out for my own health and safety. But as far as the people that I train, it's important that I don't put them in an unnecessary risk of injury. This power twister is not for everybody. It's only for some people, the people that can handle it. And it does take a lot of patience for growth. And I still highly recommend that exercise tool. It's just that you have to be very careful with the heavy duty one, which is 80 kilograms. And I plan on using it responsibly to challenge my body to go to the next level. I think it's an excellent training tool, excellent exercise equipment, and I look forward to bettering myself in it.